Assalamu alaikum, students. Sorry, yesterday I could not take a class, so I decided to send you voice messages on the discussions we were supposed to have on the B part questions. And now, usually with the opposition and persecution question, you get a B part similar to this. I'm going to read out the B part, explain how their difficulties, in other words, the opposition and persecution, set an example for Muslims today. Okay, so the stories, based on opposition and persecution, how can their difficulties set an example for Muslims today? So I'm just going to give you some points. The Muslims' reactions at that time, they were steadfast no matter what the situation. They did not exit Islam, did not fight back due to being in minority. They carried on praying and obeying, and they remained unified as a group. They cared for each other. They showed patience, didn't lose hope. They controlled their nerves and negative reactions. Now, if we take this to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then the Prophet did not let the psychological pressure or the physical harm didn't make him step back from the mission of preaching Islam. His conduct remained the same, never acted low, or he still respected all. In other words, he never compromised his character. And Muslims today exit laws of Islam for minor problems. If we just look around, Muslims in this larger world, even if they face minor problems, they are willing to exit the laws of Islam. For example, even in foreign countries, Muslims will compromise their faith just for a burger. Because we can't find a halal burger. It's just a chicken burger, and chickens are not pork, so why don't we just eat it? So could you imagine, just for a burger, Muslims compromise their faith? They compromise their rituals in foreign countries due to feeling embarrassed to practice them, the hijab or praying salah. And why do they do this? Or just to hide their identity. So they should stay fast wherever they are, no matter which country they are. Even if they do face racism or Islamophobia, they should not compromise their faith. Muslims in minority in a country should restrain from any negative behavior. One thing, when you're in minority, always refrain from anything negative. And they should always try to stay unified. The small group in Makkah, the best thing about them was that they always stayed unified, and they had one place, Dar-e-Arqam, to talk about Islam and, practice and, discuss each other and support each other. Like in other foreign countries, even today, Muslims have their Muslim communities. They go to mosques, like in Germany, my son, he goes to this mosque in which they are all Pakistanis, and he feels, he feels the support when it comes, because they'll offer him food and they'll take him home because he's just studying as a student there. So if if Muslims are living in foreign countries, they should stick to the Muslim community for support to practice their religion. And one thing very important: never lower your character due to somebody else's ill behavior. That's one.